How's it going, folks? Today is finally the day we're going to be building out that tokay enclosure for my most rarest and expensive animal, of course, the super red tokay gecko. We're going to be keeping the intro a little bit short this time, boys and girls. That's because we have a lot of work to do, a lot of stuff to set up, a lot of stuff to talk about. So let's go ahead and move over there with the enclosure and get things started. So you guys are a little unaware with what's going on. Of course, recently we acquired a 2x2x2 Zen Habitats enclosure, the one that is directly behind me, and we are going to be giving that for my super red tokay gecko. But of course, when you're talking about an animal that's worth this much money, this rare, this absolutely incredible, you can't just do it with the regular stuff. I'm not just going to put some cork hides in there and call it a day. I wanted to make this thing a slice of a living jungle. And now, thanks to my friends over at Josh's Frogs, I was actually able to make that happen, well, a lot sooner than I thought I was going to do. I thought this was going to be a spring project, but they came through, and they came through big, which has everything to do with this big box right here. So we're gonna be opening this up, doing a little unboxing, seeing what they sent me. I told them make it a surprise, just make sure it's good for a tokay gecko, and see what they actually brought us. Alrighty, first things first, we got some plants from them. I believe there are, I think two, maybe three plants that are in here. So let's open this bad boy up and see. Look at this thing, man. So here we have a plant. It's I'm gonna have to ask them. Any of my horticultural people, let me know what this plant is. It looks very cool. However, I am unsure what kind of plant it is. Next up on the list, we have another plant. Let's see what we got in here, boys and girls. It's like opening Christmas presents on Christmas Day. Look, I know what this one is. This is called a snake plant. They can actually grow really big. This is a little bit of a small boy. They can get very large. It's super cool. I really like this one. It's actually gonna be, I know the snake plant, you're gonna need a little bit less humidity. They do want a dry out period. Again, I'm not 100% sure on this. The gecko's not going in here today. We're just setting the thing up. So I'm gonna give these times to really get the roots in, get the cleanup crew in there, all that good stuff. Let it flourish a little bit, and then we'll put the tokay in a separate video. But two really cool plants. We got these two guys going on, and of course all the decorations that come with it, but I do see a couple of other stuff that I do want to check out. Let's see what we got in here. It looks like they got us the Josh's Frogs bio bedding, which is really awesome. This is definitely going to look a lot better than just my usual topsoil. I love the topsoil as a cheap alternative, but it's not going to beat the look of an actual natural mixture that you get with these companies. Well, obviously, guys, the plant with a philodendron. I mean, come on, guys. When am I? Elementary school? This is basic stuff, obviously. Boys and girls, now that we got the bedding out, we got all this good stuff, let's head on over and start setting this bad boy up and letting it flourish. And real quick, boys and girls, before we continue on with this amazing enclosure build, if you guys like tokay geckos, make sure to check out the Cursed Tokay t-shirt that we have right down there in the Teespring banner. We also have a bunch of other gecko designs such as the Viking tokay, the Crusty Cult t-shirt, some awesome stuff right down there to check out. All right, let's keep going. Alrighty, boys and girls, so we've given these a couple of weeks for the plants to really root into that new soil and kind of get a little bit more established before putting anything else in. Next up on our list is going to be adding a cleanup crew. Right here we have some dairy cow isopods. These came from my buddy Johnny over at BMX Johnny on Instagram. I figured I'd give him a shout out since he gave me some free bugs. So let's go ahead and put these guys in and add our next step in making this bioactive jungle for our tokay gecko. Fortunately, the one thing I am missing for this build is going to be leaf litter. Obviously, in this time of the year, it's kind of hard for me to get leaf litter. Usually I just go out into my local conservation area and I'm able to get some of that good stuff for these guys. However, it's winter. All the leaves are already gone. There's snow on the ground. I'll probably source some out either online or from my local store here pretty soon, but it is one thing that slipped my mind. I think it'll be okay just because we have a nice substrate in here, plenty of moist stuff, and there is some leaf litter in the box that came with the isopod, so it should be okay for now, but definitely something I'm going to look towards forward to in the future. Only 2 more steps to go for this thing is gonna be completed. The next thing we're gonna be doing is ripping all the stuff out in the old enclosure that we have right behind you, and then gonna bring it in here and scape this new enclosure for, of course, our amazing tokay gecko. Now that we have this enclosure looking absolutely magnificent, it is time for the final step, and really the most exciting one. That is going to be taking out the super red tokay and moving her into this new enclosure. Now, this is something I am very excited for, boys and girls. I really don't touch my super red tokay just because it's very expensive, very rare, and I don't want to touch it because I think I'm going to break it, if I'm being honest with you guys. However, for times like this, you know, you got to get in there and grab it, and this is going to be a very exciting time. We finally get up close and personal of the super red, how it's doing, what the updates are, and what the plans are for this year's breeding season. All right, young lady, it's time to come into your new home. Very whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, you're okay. Oh my God. Come on, honey. 1, 2, 3. I know. Easy, easy. Calm down, you're okay. You're okay, see? And here we have it, boys and girls, the super red tokay gecko. Of course, looks like she's going into shed and it's also fired down. Honestly, it would not be a Dakota Blue Exotics video if the really cool gecko that I wanted to show off wasn't fired down, am I right? Still an absolutely amazing gecko. I mean, my God. Even just in this is probably the worst she will ever look, and just looks absolutely incredible. This, easy. See, you're okay. Don't want to stress her out too much, so I'm trying not to like force handle her and like really do like the grabbing positions, because I really do want her to be a calm gecko. Not like I am going to socialize her in any way, shape, or form, because I'm just kind of leave her alone. That's really what they like the most, but she's calmed down quite a bit. Look at that, man, that golden eye, the red pattern, absolutely incredible, boys and girls. This is an exceptional gecko, if I say so myself. Man, I gotta tell you guys, even after all of these years of owning this animal, growing this animal out to almost a full adult size, I mean, there's just no more of a special moment than what happens when I hold this animal. Just absolutely incredible. This is really a precursor and a milestone for Dakota Blue Exotics. Being able to house an animal and being able to acquire one that is this expensive. Remember, at this point, this has got to be around a $10,000 animal. If I were to put this animal in the market, I would take no less than $10,000. To think an animal this expensive came from just a kid that started breeding geckos with a $200 budget, it's just absolutely incredible. And it really goes to show you that as long as if you guys are persevering, you're following your dreams, and you're staying true to the course, you can one day do this too. I'm just some guy, and yet here I am holding this kind of animal. It's absolutely amazing. Folks, like I said, we don't want to stress this animal too much. Let's see how much she likes her brand new home. Grrr, I'm gonna get you. No, I'm just kidding. All right, honey. Go on. Looks like I've tamed them out too well. They don't want to come off of me. Oh, here we go. And there she has it, her new home. There you got it, boys and girls, the new Super Red Tokay's Bioactive Jungle Enclosure. A huge shout out to not only Zen Habitats, but also Josh's Frogs for adding me the substrate and the new live plants for it. Of course, Zen Habitats for giving me this amazing enclosure. I'm gonna have both of their links linked right down there in the description below. If you guys do end up purchasing a Zen Habitats, make sure to use that affiliate link right there. Your boy gets a small cutback, and I greatly appreciate it. And last but not least, thank you guys so much for taking the time of your day to follow us over here at Dakota Blue Exotics. If you guys like me as a creator and love the content I make, considering supporting me over on Patreon. Link is also right down in the description. Until next time, I will see you then, but until then, goodbye.